car, right? But then, the truth is, this thing is not befitting of your status. In fact, I think you should have donated it to the National Museum.
So, why this story, and whose story is this?
Well, Cordlia is a story in a story in a story. So it depends on what you see in it. And let me tell you, when I read it, I was particularly interested in the end. I think Professor Adekunle was so harassed that at the end of the story, I think he had decided that he was going to part with the wife. That's what I read because
in the book.
In the book, it says, as the guests leave, as Cordlia leaves, she turns to the wife who had come just like that, and before he tries to join her, he said something and said, I think this is the time to end this part of my life. Well,
that's not what you projected.
No, it's not. I took a liberty and turned it into a love story. And I thought that after going through all this hassle, all within 24 hours, I think it gave the couple an opportunity to reflect. And at the end, perhaps Remy had discovered, something that brought them, and they decided to give the marriage another trial. So that's my interpretation. I thought, the family should not give it up at that point. I thought they had too much in common, by the way, and I felt that they could rescue this marriage.
So you took the liberty to rewrite the ending. You saved the family, but then there's also a side chick outside there waiting and looking.
No, you see, experts, men like that.
Experts.
You can't. If you fall for that girl for a moment, at the end of the day, she's going to let you down. She's going to break your heart. That is what women do. No, sorry, because women have a way of leading you on.
Ogabelo is there calling Apollonia and showing that. Is that the story?
What do you think? No, because I felt she was flirting. She didn't mean any of those things. And just like that, you do it, and then if you just give in to it, she's gone. I thought she's going to go. That's what I think.
They are saying experience.
So,
I get the point. But then my second question, but I will still want to know beyond the your interest, beyond the love story.
I told you that's
so cool.
Yes.
What is the point?
One of my tasks was to clear from the army, because if I made the film without getting a clearance, it might be censored. So the first general I approached and talked to, I met him in Alamala Army in Abeokuta, said, are you suggesting a coup? So as a matter of fact, I said, no, coups are no longer popular in Nigeria, for that matter. We have a solid democracy. So it's out of the question. It won't be popular. And he looked at me as if I was a fool. So in any case, I didn't stop at that. And this is why tomorrow, when we have the screening at Abeokuta, I have to acknowledge the support of Papa Sanjo. I went to meet him and said, sir, I need to meet the Chief of Army Staff. And then he tried, and then he said, go, you can go. As a matter of fact, you could begin to wonder, which coup was it? Whose coup is this? Because in this one, the head of the state was killed, and then his deputy, the Supreme Council, they asked him to lead the nation, which happened in Obasanjo's time. But in any case, I thought along that line, and I gave Obasanjo a page. He read it halfway, didn't look up and said, is this my story? And I said, no, sir, it's just something you want to play with. But you see, it's important for us to remember. You know, we have to look back into our history.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, just entertainment, we just document some of this happenings in our country if we truly have an interest in our country. So that's one part, that's another part of it.
Okay, correct. I mean, a valid point from.
I didn't say that.
No, but
You said
your expression. Your expression, TK. Okay, very quickly, my second question. I think it was George Lucas that said that 50% of a film is sound and soundtrack.
Yeah.
And we saw that here in this movie. What was the experience like? And then doing this in your mid-70s, almost like Usman
No,
says,
it's past late now.
no, but when you shot it,
Don't be disrespectful.
But what was the experience like shooting Cordlia and you know and delving into matters of love at your age? Sorry, sir.
I'm not that retired, you know. Look, at this point, please, I should have acknowledged Michael Ogunlade. I don't know, he's invited, if he's here or not. You know, because under pressure, you are not just going to give up like that to the Americans, the university in America. He actually composed the music under pressure. I don't know how he did it. In fact, all they have to do, because we have composed, so they have to arrange, you know, and Michael would have gone along, but it was around COVID time, so none of us will get the visa. So we didn't go. And what I didn't want to miss was that before the film is finished like this, we gave them a copy in November of 2022 or so. So what they did was, the music was not recorded at that time, but they had a 75 students, lecturers, orchestral group. 75 people played this music live.
Wow.
When the film was just being projected. So that was the first outing of the film. And so Michael Ogunlade has a credit to this. Everybody, Femi Asofisa and everybody, you know, really did their best in this small film. And then of course our cinematographer, No Dash, Dekunle, and all our stars. Can you believe that the same people you watch on all those other films?
Thank you.
You know, they've transformed. Something else, I couldn't believe it. I'm opening my mouth during seeing this. Now I can see their creative contribution. And everybody, including our executive producers, Taola Dimeji and Kula Debi, they took a chance on it. And it was not an easy film to shoot, to post-produce until now.
What was your biggest challenge in post-production?
Everything. Well, post-production, basically, and it's a music film, so it's a bit difficult. And so it took a long time before they got Andrew Mayers. They said one Grammy who finally recorded the music. It took time between the performance and then the recording of the music itself. And you probably didn't notice that at the end, I thought we will use one Nigerian music you can see, and the one I could really Orlando Joseph. And at that time, Orlando Joseph was ill. He was ill, so as a matter of fact, he didn't recognize me and my voice over the phone. And I said, "OJ, it's me. But Latoya wrote permission for us to use the music. And of course, the Chief of Army staff, eventually, they give us the permission during General Farouk's time. So we cleared all that. So it takes time.
Fantastic. I think TK deserves a round of applause.
Thank you. It's all my...
Your cameo.
Oh, shit that.
Will you put the channel within your cameo?
You know, even that small part, I thought I would be Ibadan for the team. Obìnrin tí ó pọ̀ Ní gbẹlẹ́gbẹ̀ rẹ̀ hùn, asán wèrè. No, at this point, please, I appreciate everybody's contribution creatively. So all the crew and stars, please come out at this point and be introduced. We appreciate you. I want to thank you all. God bless you all. I couldn't have done this. Of course, it's collaborative, so it's not me, it's you. And by the way, you realize, it didn't take long to realize I was the oldest member of the team. So I'm appreciative that I'm working with the new generation, mid-generation. And then, LàrryvibeTv, please join us. Debbie is in London, graduation of his son, I think. Otherwise, he will be here too. You know what? Let me let you be a secret. He called me this morning and he said, TK, I want to act. I want to start acting. Bosses, thank you so much. Please, I'm ever so grateful to this, a pair of them. LàrryvibeTv and Cordlia. Thank you so much. Thanks so much. All right, Sheon has escaped.
No, she's here.
Oh, okay. Jide, please, can you come up, please? Jide, please. Are you all right?
Would you like to introduce? I think some people are not.
Okay, please start from here.
Good evening, everyone. I was the costume designer for the film. I've worked with TK, also Naila. So it's always a nice challenge to work with him because I'm always giving period pieces. Beautiful film. Thank you very much.
His name is Adibakari.
Adibakari. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everybody. I hope you had a nice time. I am the Colonel. Sorry, I am the new president. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Moses Akirile. I served as first assistant director and also an associate producer on the show.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Yvonne Jagade, and I play the role of Remy Lefon.
Good evening, everyone. My name is William Benson. I play Professor Adekunle Benson. Thank you guys for coming to watch it. We open on the 18th of this month. Please, let's fill the cinema to support this great man. Yes, TK, it's been a long time coming. Me working with you. The first time I worked with TK was Campus Quay, the time that I wasn't expecting his call, and he said, "Oh, you played a very minute role, but it was effective. There's something I have for you," and I waited all that time. He said, "William, don't do anything." I was loyal. And when it was time, fate has his way of bringing things together. He called, I just said, "Oh, call TK, just say hello to him." And the next minute he said, "William, are you in Nigeria?" I said, "Yes." He said, "I need you to do something for me," and this happened. Thank you, TK.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Mr. Steve Shodia. I'm an associate producer on the project and also post-production supervisor.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Femi Adibaga. I played Rasaki, the co-lecturer. I'm happy to be on the project, and so I'm excited to be part of the project. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Adekunle Noda. I was the director of photography. In other words, the pictures are my responsibility. Thank you.
I'm Tunde Adevido, MD of Digital Studios. I've known Uncle Tunde Kilani for over 50 years. I'm like the second generation. He did some work with my late father, John Adevido, in the 70s and 80s, and it's a great pleasure to work with him. He just came to me just a few weeks ago about the final mix which we did in Adobe Atmos Studio, and I also did some VFX, artificial intelligence generation, for some of the special effects. I look forward to doing more work with you, Uncle. Thank you, sir.